Hello everyone, this is a briefing for the continued risk of heavy rain and possible severe weather for the next few days. I'm John Fawcett, Warning Coordination Meteorologist for the National Weather Service in El Paso, and this presentation was actually put together by Jesus Otto, our meteorologist in charge. And just to start off, the weather situation, we're continuing what we've had for the last couple of days. A weakness in the atmosphere aloft will enhance thunderstorm activity, and the flow is weak, so storms that do form are slow moving, and the atmosphere is very moist, so they're very efficient rain producers. And on top of that, a backdoor cold front, even though it's weak, it will enhance thunderstorms as it enters the region Friday evening into Saturday. So the possible impacts through the weekend, well, flash flooding is going to happen anywhere you've had heavy rain, and that's most of the area. Soils are already saturated, plenty of moisture in the atmosphere, and the burn scar is extremely sensitive to this, and that concerns us in the areas of Grant and Sierra counties that drain off that burn scar. Wind damage is possible with these wet microbursts. We've already had a few damaging wind episodes. Rivers and creeks in the area will probably rise with heavy rain, especially in the Gila Wilderness and Aldo Leopold Wilderness areas. The Rio Grande, though, it will take quite a bit of rain to get that up, and so at this time we're not anticipating a rise in the Rio Grande, but you never say never in weather. Outdoor activities, unfortunately, many of them will be delayed or even postponed, and emergency managers, as a result of all this, please monitor the latest forecasts and statements from our office. Here's one of those statements. A flash flood watch, in fact, is out this afternoon, in effect for all of southwest, south central New Mexico, far west Texas, basically our entire warning responsibility area, and it's in effect through Friday morning. Could be extended into the weekend. Severe thunderstorm warnings, flash flood warnings, probably going to be issued every day by our office, a continuation of what's already been happening, and we're going to be monitoring those river conditions very closely. Uncertainties, well, that weak upper system is getting harder and harder to detect, but we know it's there. So the location and timing of that, as well as outflow boundaries produced by existing thunderstorms, very hard to anticipate where those are going to be far in advance. So the timing and the strength and the movement of that expected cold front, computer models have been going back and forth on its location and movement, so that's an uncertainty. Also, we cannot tell in advance rainfall rates for the Silver Fire burn scar more than 30 minutes or so in advance. That is also something that we're really going to be keeping an eye on. The upper air pattern, those green lines basically are outlining the upper flow, and where you see that elongated oval shape from Southern California, Southern Nevada into Texas, that's high pressure in the upper atmosphere. Any storms that form will be moving slowly. That's not good news if you don't want heavy rain. And as you look at the panhandle of Texas, that little downward kink in that green oval, and then across over to the southeast corner of Arizona, another kink. They point to each other. That's a weakness in the upper atmosphere. That means you'll have more thunderstorms than you normally would with high pressure. And then with slow-moving thunderstorms and this kind of moisture, the green lines there, the left one is moisture trace, the right one is a temperature trace, and where they're close together, that means you got a lot of moisture. You get this type of sounding from the weather balloons release every day. Basically, the bottom line is a lot more moisture than normal, even for late July. The convective potential today doesn't look like much. The computer models think, okay, the atmosphere has been worked over. You'll have maybe less thunderstorms today, except over the boot heel of New Mexico. And even tonight, this evening, not much activity anticipated by this particular computer model, and the rainfall totals reflect that. Not as much as previous days. But we have a flash flood watch out because we can't handle much, if hardly any precipitation will lead to flooding. I want you to be aware of that. Now we enhance the thunderstorm activity again Friday afternoon into Friday night. As you look at this precipitation area, it kind of follows a curved line. That's the cold front enhancing storms as it moves into our area tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. And the expected rainfall totals according to the computer models, same type of deal there. It's enhanced. So the basic summary there that you can take away from this is we can't handle much additional rainfall. So we have a flash flood watch out today, even though there are less storms expected. And then the concern rises again Friday evening into Saturday morning with that front, with the precipitation being ramped up again. So you want to monitor the latest information. You can do that with our web page, with our Facebook page, and with our Twitter handle at NWS El Paso. We're getting a lot of information exchange through Twitter. No Weather Radio is very handy to have to get the latest warnings as well. As always, thank you for your time, and please stay safe.